Hi, people. Welcome back to another episode. Today, we are going to talk about Maldives Media and Broadcasting Regulation 2025. There's a new law which has been proposed by the government of Maldives, headed by Mohammad Moizu. There are two bodies currently which are in Maldives, that is Maldives Media Council and Maldives Broadcasting Commission. And they're trying to consolidate and make it as a single unit called Maldives Media and Broadcasting Commission. The problem is basically in the proposed or other proposals made by the commission. Basically, what they're trying to tell is it can impose fines on individual journalists and media outlets. They're saying that on an individual journalist, the fines may be smaller, and for the media outlets, it may be much larger. Government or this body can temporarily suspend or permanently revoke media registrations, and they can block websites, stopping broadcast, especially during investigations. Investigations are any events which the government thinks that it should block. They can block the website and broadcast. And the fourth one is handling complaints, including the incidences which happened previously. That means if the law comes in today, they have the authority to handle the complaints which were registered earlier against the individuals and also against the news outlets. There is a large hue and cry about this particular proposal, about this bill. It has not yet become a law yet, but the discussions are currently on. There is a widespread, kind of noises against this particular bill, and anyone knows that if you're looking at this, the points which are mentioned, the proposals which are made by the government in this particular bill, it is clearly the government is trying to take a control of the narrative, because every government, everywhere in the world is worried about the impact of social media, how it can instigate things, how fast the news can be reached, the different narratives which can be built and peddled, the toolkits which can run. So every government is worried about it. So in the name of curtailing or regulating the information or press or whatever media, they try to be extra cautious, and it gives some kind of a always gives some kind of a doubt in people's mind that is the government intentions are really positive, or it's going to do something else under hiding behind these kind of new laws. So this is a cause of concern. I think there is a question of protest. Opposition to this particular bill has already started sounding, and it's too soon to call Maldives as another Nepal, because Nepal, the difference is it was a completely different story. In Nepal, it was about corruption and nepotism, and the shutdown of the social media caused all that thing. I don't think it is kind of an external thing which has come in. But looking at what happened in Nepal, Maldives may be trying to safeguard itself for the future. Such thing happening in Maldives, so they're trying to regulate. But at the same time, if you look at certain things like suspending and revoking media registrations, if you ask me, yeah, it should be there. You can't have an unchecked freedom of expression. That is very, very wrong. That is very dangerous to any country. But the way the world we are living in, you can't stop information from spreading. Unless you stop the mobile services, completely erase the mobile phone from the world, it will not happen. The new things will come up. A new way of communication, new websites, new media, new platforms would keep propping up, and the mindless narratives, paid narratives, will be the norm of the day. It is too soon to call Maldives as next Nepal, but you never know who is behind this, what is the reason for this particular bill, and how exactly it's going to be perceived, who is going to take advantage of the voices which are against this particular bill, how they would be peddled, how they would be nurtured, and if it gets into a different level of protest, we need to wait and see. It's too early to call it uh, as another regime change. That seems to be a favorite tagline for anything and everything happening around India and in the world. But yeah, again, it's related to very sensitive issue called media media freedom and blocking and stopping broadcast. If you say, people will sit back and start taking notice of and start thinking what's really happening, and there are enough people to give masalas to build this narrative against this particular bill. I'm not saying that this bill is good or bad. That's the Maldivians to decide. But looking at from the angle of regime change or next kind of wave of protest in a smaller country like Maldives is something far-fetched at this point in time. We never know. We have to see how whole this particular issue gets unfolded in coming days. So that's what it is. So we'll keep a tab on the story and we will keep posting you about the developments. That's where, as far as this bill is today, that this is what I wanted to convey. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel if you are watching and without subscribing, and share the videos. And not every protest is a regime change. There's no need to peddle stories which is not actually there. It may be a genuine protest. We don't know. So we are just taking the information from media and presenting it here. And we'll get back to you on this update very soon. Thank you very much.